If you've recently booked a trip, there's a good chance you need some new gear. So today we're talking about some awesome products we found recently, from new packing cubes to a sling for your essentials. And if you tend to misplace your sunglasses like I do, stick around to the end. But first, we've got a recently released backpack that holds a lot, but won't weigh you down. The Pakt Aero travel backpack stands out for its lightweight materials. The Aero weave fabric is multi-layered similar to X-Pack, making this a 35-liter bag that weighs just over 2 pounds. Even though it's light, the bag maintains its structure and weather resistance, so you're not sacrificing much by cutting those ounces. The ripstop nylon face fabric might pick up a few scuffs and develop a patina over time, but those battle scars just remind you of great trips, right? 2 front pockets hold gear you want to grab quickly. Toss your wallet, phone, and keys inside the one on the top, which boasts internal pockets for organization. Bulkier gear like a hat and gloves can go in the one on the bottom, which has a dump style instead. A bottle pocket sits flush against the side when you're not using it, yet it can accommodate wider 30-ounce bottles with room to spare. We dig that it's easy to access gear through the clamshell opening and the internal organization. A zipper running around the bag's midsection allows you to open it completely, revealing a padded laptop sleeve and a mesh cover separating it from the remaining area. However, there are also zippers on top near the front and rear of the bag to get at your computer and the space in front of the mesh pocket if you want to grab something without disturbing your packing cubes. I like to leave something like an extra layer or my toiletry bag at the top here so it's easy to access when I'm at the airport. That feature is also great if you're like me and you pack up your entire bag and then realize you left like one thing out, and instead of opening this all the way up, you can just open that top zipper, shove it in there, and then zip it back up, and it's like it never happened. The front also boasts a few attachment points for packed accessories, or you can use carabiners to connect anything you want. In testing, we used the back half for clothing and packing cubes and had no issue filling it with 2 weeks worth of gear. While the harness system feels a bit too stiff and bulky for our tastes, the space and accessibility make up for it, and we're pleased with how convenient Pakt makes it to access everything. There's plenty of room for small gear in the Aer Street Sling. Its taller, pouch-like profile and smart layout make everything easy to organize and access. There's a slit pocket on the back we find perfect to hold our phone, and a front pocket that's a more secure place for keys thanks to the key leash and large flap that secures with a FindLall buckle. We find that pocket's best for only 1 or 2 items, especially since whatever you put inside will likely be blocked by your keys or come spilling out when you pull the leash. Instead, make use of the main compartment, which has a wide, easily accessible opening since the zippers extend pretty far down each side. There are internal pockets to hold your wallet, a pen, your AirPods, and more. There's even one big enough for my Kindle, which I really appreciate, though you could always slide a notebook in here instead. Plenty of space remains in the middle for other gear too, and it's easy to stand several items side by side for easy access instead of stacking them on top of one another like we do with other tall slings. The strap is slim but not uncomfortable, and it's designed so the sling hangs lower, more like a messenger or a crossbody bag. Some of us here at Pack Hacker dig it, while others find it meh, but if you like the style, Aer does it well. And if you don't want to wear it crossbody, you can always remove the strap and use the carry handle to put it into another bag, treating it more like a pouch. Next up is a bottle that fits into cup holders without sacrificing a wide mouth style. And since it's a Hydro Flask, you know it'll keep your drinks the temperature you want them as you explore a new place. The Hydro Flask 24-ounce wide mouth travel bottle is stainless steel with double wall insulation to keep your beverage how hot or cold you want it for hours. We got ours with the flex straw cap and find it easy to drink from. Push the tab to pop up the spout and connect it to the straw inside. However, you can also get other wide mouth caps to sip your coffee or tea if you prefer those. All of them come with foldable handles, so you're not compromising carry comfort by choosing any one of them. What sets this bottle apart is its wider center, which is easier to grip while allowing it to be much shorter than other 24-ounce bottles. It tapers down at the bottom, so the narrow base fits better into cup holders. It slots nicely into deep bottle pockets, and the large handle is easy to pull out when you want to take a drink, though we notice it's a little top-heavy in shallow pockets. If you're not quite ready to jump to an uber minimalist wallet, but you still want to cut down on your carry, listen up. The Arc Classic wallet from ALPAKA holds what you need in a less bulky, traditional style. Its design reminds us of the bifold wallets we grew up with a larger space on the back for bills. It's tall enough for international currencies, so you can use it at home and abroad. As for your cards, there are slots in front of the cash sleeve for up to 10 of those, with the right front one angled for easier access to the card you need most. Plus, there's a hidden pocket in the cash sleeve for a couple of cards you want to keep extra secure, like your debit card. While most of this gear stays in place when you fold it and put it into your pocket, there's also a magnetic closure to keep it shut just in case. The Axo Grid fabric keeps things safe and dry too. It's a 4-layer material with ALPAKA's recycled Axoflex polyester fabric as the base layer. Then it has a protective backing and grid reinforcement for tear resistance, finished with a CO waterproof membrane. All that is to say it weighs less and takes up less room in a pocket than leather, so you can start itching yourself, or your dad, to a more minimalist carry instead. Duffel bags have a lot going for them. There's a lot of open space to fill, similar to a suitcase, but they won't take up as much room as hardside luggage does. However, it's not always that comfortable to lug them around in an airport. If you dig the style but don't want to strain your back, you might like the 2-in-1 nature of the Patagonia black hole wheeled duffel bag. This 40-liter bag is easy to pack for a trip, with lots of open space and built-in compression straps to hold clothing or packing cubes in place. They also help contain the bulky material if you bring less, so the bag takes up less room. You can carry it with the large handles on the top and side of the bag, but it also has 2 rubbery wheels and an extendable handle to pull behind you. They roll smoothly and are quiet on smooth surfaces, and the treads give you extra grip on rough ground like cobblestone. Bumpers on the back of the bag protect the material when you lay it down or slide it into the overhead bin, and a stand on the bottom keeps it upright while you wait at the gate. Unlike most hardside luggage, this softside bag has a top pocket for your phone, wallet, passport, and keys on the built-in clip. The main compartment features a large zippered mesh pocket on the lid, too, where you can stash a hat, gloves, or something else slim. It's also great to contain dirty laundry throughout a trip. The black hole wheeled duffel bag 40-liter has a few other tricks up its sleeve, too, like a built-in repair kit on the off chance a wheel breaks when you're halfway around the world, and the ability to collapse the bottom for more compact storage between trips. There are QR codes inside the bag you can scan for instructions on both, and we appreciate the built-in functionality. Unless you're heading to the desert, there's always the chance of rain on a trip. We like to be prepared with a rain jacket, and this one from Outdoor Research has excellent waterproofing. It doesn't fold into itself or a pouch that comes with it, yet it compresses well for travel, so you can stash it in the bottom of your bag just in case. Or just use your own compression pouch instead. Then, if and when the rain starts to pour, you can stay dry while still being active. The jacket has a decent amount of stretch and an adjustable hood, waist, and cuffs, and it's comfortable to wear all day. Eric took it on an 8-mile walk with camera gear around Detroit and a 5-mile hike to a waterfall in rural Michigan, and said it kept him completely dry. You won't get as sweaty inside as you would have gotten wet outside thanks to zippers on the sides and under the armpits, which promote airflow. But unlike traditional pit zips, this jacket can open fully at the sides, giving you a better breeze and even making room for storing a sling or small backpack underneath. And the materials feel softer and sound less crinkly than other travel rain jackets we've tested. That comes at a bit of a price, as a men's size large weighs more than a pound. That said, considering its durability and waterproofness, we were surprised at how small it packs into place. Instead, we think of it more as a jacket we'll use at home and bring on trips where we know it'll rain a lot, instead of always packing it just in case. You may also want to use the Bellroy Lite packing pouches every day. They're packing cubes that also work well to carry tech, toiletries, or other small gear, especially since they look more like pouches than cubes in your day pack. They come in 2-liter and 3-liter sizes and are made with recycled Duralite ripstop material, which is structured yet compressible. They're shaped more like a pouch than a cube, with a YKK zipper running across the top front to create a lid. That makes filling them easier since they remain standing on their base. However, they do tend to fall forward once packed, as seen here. There's no internal organization either, so you'll have to dig for your favorite cord or brush if you use them for something other than clothing. On the other hand, the greater depth, different shape, and Bellroy design means they won't look out of place if you use them for something else. So you might get more use out of them instead of something that you only pull out when you're going on a trip. And despite their small sizes, they hold a decent amount of apparel in each. We had no issue fitting a week's worth of women's tops or shorts and leggings in the 3-liter size, and a week's worth of women's socks, underwear, and a few tees in the smaller one. You can also use them for individual outfits if you bring gym clothing to work. A women's running kit fits nicely into the 2-liter pouch, which in turn slides nicely into a day pack, and you'll have more space for the bulkier clothing you're taking off if you use the 3-liter pouch for this purpose. If you've ever left your glasses behind at a cafe or even lost them in your apartment, Satechi has a solution. Their vegan leather FindAll glasses case has a built-in smart tracker to help you hunt them down. It has built-in Bluetooth tracking with Apple Find My, so you can figure out where you left them behind as long as you remember to put the glasses back in the case. You get up to 8 months on a single charge, but you can turn the case off if you won't be using it for a while. Setup is easy and intuitive. You just open Find My on your phone, switch to items, and connect a new one. Press the power button while your phone is looking for the case, and it pops right up, asking you to name it and assign an emoji to the item. Then your phone will notify you if you leave without the case, play a sound to help you find them in the couch cushion, or retrace your steps with Apple Maps to help you find them at the coffee shop where you left them behind. When unfolded, this case takes up about the same amount of space as the hard case case that comes with your glasses. It's triangular, so it's a little taller, but it fits in basically any of the pockets that other case would. However, unlike other bulky cases, this one can collapse when you're wearing your glasses, saving you space in your bag. So that's some of the great gear we've tested this time. What's your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one.